I am Eszter Bornemisza. I come from Hungary. I live and work in Budapest. My background is in mathematics. I graduated in that and worked in a field of research for 20 years and earned my PhD. And after that, or in a little transition, I turned to the textile arts, and I am basically a self-trained artist, so I don't have any formal education in art, but I love experimenting and research, and this is my basic approach to my work. So I started to work with textile art in the mid-90s after an experience of seeing an exhibition in France about modern quilts or contemporary quilts. And I've been always sewing as a hobby. I sew for my family. I even worked with leather and made shoes, and I was weaving. So I tried all kinds of things, but they were all hobbies and just, you know, for the family. And when I saw this exhibition, I thought that I love contemporary art, I love sewing. Oh, this is just something that joins up together, and I could do that. So I started like mad, jumping into the middle of it. And with my first really art quiltish piece, I won a big prize in the Netherlands, so in a juried show. So that gave me a real kick-off. And my family also supported me, which was very important. My husband said that it's so obvious that you like this thing much better than your earlier profession. You should do that and drop the mats. So after a few years of hesitating, and so I became a full-time studio artist. And I started with making quilts, but I made collages. I had all kinds of old fabrics at home that I inherited or got from people that I dyed and printed and made collages. And very early on, maybe from the 2000s, I found my theme of maps, because I got a very nice book about maps of old cities or the development of the city. And I found that the graphical appearance is so beautiful, and it expresses so much about the society who lives there. From the very chaotic, say, Arabic Kasbah, with all the dead-end winding streets where you wouldn't find your way, to the next extreme, like Chicago, like a nice, bland, grid-like city where it's easy to orientate, and all the range in between chaos and order, and I liked it very much. And I did experiment a lot how I could put these maps like spider webs on my quilts. So I did lots of research, and I had soldering iron from my mother, so I tried to use that, and anything that was at hand. And I really loved the experimenting, maybe because I'm coming from a scientist family. My father was an experimental surgeon, my mother a physicist. So, and I grew up in the Soviet bloc in my childhood, so when there was nothing available and you didn't have handyman who would fix this or that, so you had to figure out everything with wire and plier, and so it was in the air to experiment and to try out and fail and try again and fail and all these. So I really liked this, and I didn't feel like going and taking courses, because I didn't like to follow other people's idea. I always wanted to follow my own ideas. And I hated school because you always had to do something this and that way, and I always wanted to do it in a different way. So this is my way how I figured out how to work. And soon afterwards, I started with textile. I found that paper Combining paper with textile is a very interesting thing because you can draw and paint more exactly on paper, and then I can cut out and play around with it and make layers, which I really like to do because and what you see in this exhibition is layers and layers and layers. Because layers in the history, layers in our minds, in our memories, it all adds up to the understanding of the world surrounding us. And I feel it is very important to feel all these layers below, the earth below, the surface, what we see, to understand what is going on and what is our role in this short time in the big span of world. Why are we here? I don't want to go to so philosophical, but these questions are always tends me to when I'm working, and I'm usually not working by purpose on a certain theme, but I start to place my little bits and color them and try it this way and that way, and suddenly they start to resemble on something, and then kind of the theme, what I'm working on, develops. So this exhibition, the title is You Are Here, and the theme of it was inspired by an experience being in a foreign town and having a map in your hand and the phone with the GPS, and then you come to a signpost which says, with a third map that says, with a red dot, that you are here. And it's suddenly too much information, and instead of anchoring you where you are, you feel more lost than before that. So I tried to give a feeling of this thing. So I started to cut out maps and make them transparent and layer behind each other to give back the feeling of the lots of information that you get at a certain moment. Or even if you know a place and there's something going differently, you have to rely on your memories. How was it? How did we do it when we had to get there? And so on. So it's a big mixture of information and memory and intuition to find your place. And when I made the first section of this installation, and I exhibited in a nice big gallery, and I was sitting there when the gallery was empty and we were waiting for the visitors to come. And I was sitting there, I realized that it is about my own journey to getting an artist, because I didn't know anything about the art world and the textile artwork in special or fiber artwork scene. And so I had to figure out everything by myself, but I really enjoyed it at the same time, but sometimes it was a painful thing to face all the difficulties or how things are going. Anyway, so I realized that all these maps behind each other and finding your place, it's a metaphor for my own journey becoming an artist or so. So first there were some sections of this exhibition, and actually it is in this gallery that I have the opportunity to show the whole thing, and it's kind of like a movement. And I wanted to give an idea for people, the way how we are thinking and how we collect all the information. We combine it with the memories, and intuition comes how to understand the whole thing, getting together, and it's kind of a pausing procedure. Sometimes everything is totally chaotic and you feel I don't know where I am, what is this? And sometimes things are clearing out and getting smooth and clear, and it looks quite good. And then again, something comes in between, things happening, people are telling you different things, and it's again, you feel totally lost. So the material of this whole installation and the other pieces are made of newspaper, and I like newsprint. I like this material because it is actually a very poor material of paper, so it tears off and melts away in seconds. The information in that is sometimes obsolete at the time when you get it, and still they are keeping very important information about the recent history of our place and our problems. So I use them, I overprint them, seal them, and my basic procedure of making them is machine stitching. So when visitors come in and move around in the room, I would like them to experience how differently they see everything as they pass by. All the overlapping map fragments will be different as they look from this side or the other side. Also, because of the transparency, the shadow plays an important role in the whole installation, because it gives an extra layer of the understanding, maybe resembling on memories. So I hope that they will experience this feeling of the transition between chaotic and ordered, and the way of thinking and way of finding your place. Yes, my future plans are, I try to do more painting on my papers, and there are already some examples of it on this exhibition, but I would like to develop this side of it, because I think how a whole, like almost a painting, is being fragmented by cutting up and cutting out the winding streets. It gives an extra layer to my work. So I'm trying to work more on this side of my work.